place your own. It's up to you. Just set a deposit limit and enjoy the game.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.
Basketball heads to My State Bank Arena on this Saturday evening. A massive doubleheader coming your way. The JackJumpers and the Bullets, and of course the throwdown coming up right after this. The JackJumpers coming off a heartbreaking loss to the red-hot Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. Can they turn their home season around, sitting at 1-4? Well, let's see what happened last time.
Brisbane's first home game of this young NBL26 season. And the Bullets start us off. Saturday night hoops in Hungry Jack's rookie round. Adams for three. Here comes Will Magnay. Bullets by one. 14 lead changes in the game. Murray with confidence. Takeaway here. TJ Sparks. He is lining them up. Starks again. Starks providing the spark for Tassie. Tassie with the ball down by one. Marshall to Bannon. Magnay's wide open underneath. Tassie back ahead. They'll finish this off. And the NBL's Road Warriors do it again.
Two coaches with very different coaching records. You see there, 6th and 8th on the ladder right now. Scott Roth, he's been around a long time. Stu Lash, he's new to the game, but he's proving himself this year, having themselves a better season than some would have expected the Brisbane Bullets to have. But one thing has taught us this year is that you don't know what to expect. Last can beat first. It doesn't matter whether it's 8th or 6th. Both of these teams, Damon Lowry, have proved that they can run and gun with the best of them.
100%. We have no idea what's going to happen from week to week with these teams, and NBL26 is up to its old tricks. So we look at Tasmania JackJumpers, who are struggling right now in the state. We'll talk about that a bit later. But this guy right here at the free throw line, Josh Bannon's having a pretty solid season. Brisbane Bullets coming off a very embarrassing loss to the Sydney Kings. We'll see if they can bounce back.
Defend the island is the mantra, and they are 1-4 at home, something we are not used to with the JackJumpers. But if I wanted to defend the island, Damon, who's the one guy that I want on my side? It's Bryce Hamilton.
Bryce Hamilton. You need Jon Snow, because the island is under siege. The Wildlings and the Night Walkers, the White Walkers are storming the joint. But this dude right here, man, the prolific scorer from Pasadena, California, is all about his bucket scoring business. Not a matchup out there for him for Brisbane, I don't think. And he can just score in a multitude. I mean a multitude of ways.
He can score in a multitude of ways, but unlike many global superstars across the planet, he doesn't need to get to the free throw line. 36 points without a free throw.
Now, there's no rule that says you got to shoot free throws when you have big games, but referees, there's some discrepancies going on, I don't know, but he doesn't need it. He's not going to complain and whinge about it. He's just going to get on with the business.
If their last matchup proved anything, it shows that Josh Bannon is happy to show out against his former team. 15 rebounds in their last matchup. He's got his eye out for him.
Yep, Josh Bannon's coming into this game averaging 14 and 9. Rock solid season he's having. Always has a little something extra for his former team, and they're going to need every one of these buckets by him, because you just never know what can happen. Brisbane's got Tyrell Harrison down there, so you need some interior scoring.
New face for the Bullets, Dakota Mathias. What have you thought of him? Only 2 games under the belt. He's more than serviceable, in my opinion.
I think his favorite NBA player is Reggie Miller, because he wears number 31, and that jump shot, that technique is picture perfect. Shot the lights out in college. It was a while ago when he was in college, but he made 250 threes, a career like 46% three-point shooter. They need to run some plays for him to get him more shots.
When I look at him, I see a guy that is ready to break out. He's been only 2 games under the belt at the moment. You got to learn the offense. You got to learn the way that the league moves. But what we've seen of this guy in previous seasons overseas, and what we've seen in glimpses, he can shoot the rock, and he is absolutely ready to roll. What about a guy we know? And it's a shocking stat for me. He's only made the first All-NBL team once, the first team, Casey Prather.
Yeah, Mr. Fundamental. Second team last season, All-NBL, and he's having a career year. Look at the numbers, 24-7, 2 steals, 3 assists. Just been playing stellar basketball, leading his team from the front.
Superstar in every sense of the word. Let's go courtside of the fabulous Joe Healy.
Yeah, thanks, Felix. You talk about Brisbane with the new faces and old faces. They're welcoming back one of their more experienced campaigners tonight in Mitch Norton after he hyperextended his knee back in round 1. I spoke to him before the game and he is itching to go. He did tell me he's on minutes restrictions, but interestingly, he told me that he doesn't know what they are. He said to the coaches, do not tell I just want to go out there and compete for as long as possible. Not the kind of thing you hear every day, but I wouldn't expect anything else because he is such a competitor.
The supreme leader of this Brisbane Bullets lineup, and such a credit to him. Straight back into the starting lineup there as we have a look at the starters for Tassie. Bryce Hamilton coming off a career high. Tiger Campbell, the anti-turnover king. Nick Marshall, Josh Bannon, and Will Magnay. For the Bullets, Mitch Norton straight back in off injury. That hyperextension into the starting lineup. Casey Prather, Dakota Mathias, Tane Murray, and Tyrell Harrison, the big man in the middle.
It is a small team, a small starting five. After Tyrell Harrison, everybody else is about 6'4". So we'll see if they can compete on the glass. It's good to see the heart and soul, Mitch Norton, back in the lineup.
That's it, a great point guard matchup here against Tiger Campbell. Off the Harrison screen, Norton looking to get straight to work. That one's off.
Rebound number 1 for Josh Bannon.
Josh Bannon, as we said, a 15 rebound performance the last time these two teams matched up to go with 23 points. Hamilton, can he pick up where he left off? Steps back, rattles it home.
2 zeros going at it. Bryce Hamilton is a proven bucket. He's been showing it all season. And Tane Murray, you got your work cut out for you, big fella.
Mathias, his first look at the ball game, bottom of the net.
You see that stroke, Phoenix? You see this technique?
It's too late for me to learn if that's what you're trying to imply. Magnay gets it flipped away. Hamilton will come up with it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Campbell from deep. Cashes it.
Good to see Tiger Campbell knocking down his shot. A little bit quiet on the season from a scoring point of view, but been leading the team, in my opinion, very well at the point guard position. Only averaging the 10 points, but is a capable scorer.
Speaking of capable scorers, Prather kicks it out. Mathias, is this going to be the game that he breaks out? Works on Marshall.
Rebound number 2.
Bannon with 2 boards early. Magnay once again gets it tipped away.
Tiger Campbell, I've been singing his praises all season for the way he has taken care of the basketball. Had too many turnovers in his last game, had 4, which is totally uncharacteristic. Still only averaging 1 turnover every 27 minutes, which is still phenomenal. Remarkable
for a man that has the ball in his hands as often as he does. Nice find there off a great cut from Marshall.
Nice flex cut. A lot of teams run that baseline out of bounds play. Good screen by Tiger Campbell. Nice little 5-point lead early.
Norton gets a turnover. And Bannon, too big, too strong. JackJumpers off to a hot start. 1-4 at home this season. Defend the island, the mantra. He struggled to do so. Coming off a heartbreaking 1-point loss to the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix as Norton draws the contact.
Like to see them. It's been 2.5 minutes played. And Tyrell Harrison is yet to touch the leather. Like to see him get involved because you know his sub's probably coming for him in another couple of minutes or so. And when you don't go to Tyrell, that means Will Magnay just gets to chill out on defense.
I've got to know you very well this year, Damon, and I know that there's 2 things that there's 3 things that you hate. Excuses, minutes restriction, and when teams with a dominant big don't throw it inside.
You know
what I nailed the 3?
All 3, in that order, too.
Norton, as Joe Healy said pre-game, on a minutes restriction tonight, but doesn't want to know what that is.
Okay, well, here's
you hope that it's bigger than 3 minutes because he's out of the game.
If he's going to get 2.5 minutes a quarter, he's looking at 10.
If we look down and see a tracksuit top on him, then I think he might have wanted to ask. Bannon dared to shoot. Magnay can't control it back in. Prather. That's good.
Just a good job getting to his spot. Doesn't rush anything. Great poise around the basket. Easy deuce for Casey.
Marshall works off the Bannon screen. Too easy, goes up. Gets scared a little by Prather, who is stalking, but a 2 nonetheless.
Man, Nick Marshall running ball screens with that level of efficiency.
Marshall's really come into his own this season. Magnay guarded by Prather. Nice find to Bannon, who gets it tipped away.
That's the one area of Will Magnay's game I like to see improve, just his post game. In this case, he throws it away.
Another turnover, Marshall on the break. Keeps hold of it and reverses it in. Timeout, Brisbane Bullets.
Good start by Tassie. 13-6, getting out and running, getting a couple of turnovers. Everybody, the ball is getting through hands. So far, so good.
Well, Bryce Hamilton's the man for Tassie, and he caught up with Joe Healy earlier.
First player since 2009 it is to score 36 points and not get to the stripe. How do you feel the game is being officiated? Do you think it's the refs, or are you just being elusive to the defense?
I mean, I can't, I'll just say the refs are doing their best job. I feel like there's times where, calls can't be called, but, at the end of the day, they can't catch everything, so it's fine.
Obviously frustrating to lose some of these close ones that could go either way. What has Scott Roth identified as some of the breakdowns over the last few games?
It's been our defensive rebounding and our turnovers. Even though I felt like the past couple games we have been getting better at that, we just got to tighten it up and just do it all for 40 minutes.
I'm going to go straight down to Joe Healy. That almost felt like a bit of investigative journalism. There might be a spot on 60 Minutes for you trying to get that answer on the officiating out of Bryce Hamilton there, Joe.
I mean, Felix, that's why they pay me the big bucks. What do you expect?
Oh, I love it. You're one of the best for an absolute reason. That was fantastic.
Bryce not going to get on the wrong side of the officials. That's not the way to get yourself to the free throw line complaining.
It's amazing in today's game. You look at across the NBA, across the NBL, the best scorers in the league, they have a way to get to the free throw line, and to score like that without getting the line is an unbelievable performance. Best in franchise history for the JackJumpers as the Bullets almost turn it over.
Tough miss by Tyrell Harrison. He's got the ball a few times, not in his favorite spots, though.
And Marshall just finds a way through, almost takes an extra step. Campbell for his second of the game. That's off the rim. Bannon in the middle of the paint. That hook shot rattles in.
Yeah, that's pretty much a vintage shot for Josh Bannon. Mid-range, turnaround jumper over his right shoulder. And Felix, the JackJumpers are shooting a blistering 70%.
We might just have a bit of blood leaking on Dakota Mathias' jersey, which, as we know, in today's day and age, you've got to bring out not only the full medical kit, but you bring out almost the ambulance on court to clean it.
Yeah, we did see him go down temporarily, so he's caught a stray.
Nine-point lead to the JackJumpers. Currently sitting 6th on the ladder, but have shown that they can play far better than that positioning on any given night. Harrison. Nice Euro step and draws the contact in the process.
Yeah, Tyrell's got to make something happen from the perimeter because the offense is not going to him in the post, where I think he's got a decisive advantage. But he's proven he can put the ball on the floor. 1 to 2 dribbles and still create some havoc for the defense.
Would you take Harrison in the one-on-one matchup on the block for the mid-post against Magnay?
1,000%.
Prather sizes up, steps back, rattles home. The Bullets just can't match the output right now from the JackJumpers on the offensive end. 2 for 7 from the field. Campbell through the middle of the paint. Nice pass, finds Bannon. Hook shot's off. Adams yet to mark his imprint on the game. And Harrison with a distinct size advantage on Bannon.
Too big, good dribble penetration on the baseline from Jalen Adams, and Tyrell Harrison moved without the ball, got to a sweet spot as Tiger Campbell pulls up, no bueno. And Tyrell running a break, good assist.
Tom Brady-esque. Harrison splits the gap in transition and finds Adams. Comes up with a Campbell with his 4th three-point attempt at the quarter's off. Prather will come up with the board.
They've all been good looks too. Tiger's got to keep shooting those. Chalk, flop.
Prather too big, too strong, too quick, whatever you want to call it. Straight through the chest of Josh Bannon.
Case has been good in transition all season. He's been good everywhere all season.
He's been good across his whole career in transition. Dang from deep. Cashes it.
That's another good offensive option with Juk Deng. Was real good last game, had 17 points. So you always got 2 scores on the floor. Will Magnay sits down, Juk goes to the 4th spot. He's too big, Phoenix.
Right now, Josh Bannon just struggling with the size of Tyrell Harrison. And you're going to see those issues present themselves anytime Will Magnay's out of the game. Bannon can't get 2 back. Adams weaving through, the circus shot goes up. Complains for the contact, doesn't get it. And Harrison with a cheap foul in the backcourt.
Tyrell subbing himself out. Didn't have to foul to do it, though. But in situations like that, you know, we've seen Jaden Adams make tough shots before. Tyrell Harrison's played 7 minutes, just over 7 minutes. Scored the last 2. You don't always want to run. You want to just slow it down a little bit. Let your big man get down there where you're going to get a high percentage shot.
And as you just said, probably didn't need to foul in the backcourt to get out of the game there. Hopefully that one doesn't come back to bite them, because Harrison has spent a fair amount of time throughout his career in foul trouble. Ben Air into the game. Bannon goes through the paint and one.
Josh on his left hand is tough, and we get our first look at Jacob Holt. First game of the season. As we check the replay, and Ben Air just makes the extra pass, and there was no defense there. Too easy for Josh.
Tough foul there from Jacob Holt after just checking into the ball game.
Big raps on Jacob Holt. Got injured in the offseason. Like to see what he brings to the table.
Josh Bannon off to a hot start. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. 23 points and 15 boards the last time these 2 teams met.
This is the most whole we've seen of Brisbane Bullets team. With the exception of Sam McDaniel, this is the team. Oh, Torrey Smith-Milner, he's still out.
Norton back into the game, climbing closer, I can imagine, to his unknown minutes restriction. Prather spinning, ducking, weaving, fading, missing. They'll come up with it. Prather with hands all over him. And the ball's tipped away on the baseline drive. Hamilton away with it. Hamilton likes the matchup.
Oh, he's
draws
the
the contact, throws it up.
You see what a good pregame interview would do for you?
That's what happened. Joe Healy has just got him inspired, thinking, you know what? Maybe I do deserve a couple of free throws. I see my potential all-NBL brethren out there going to the line non-stop. Why don't I get a piece of the pie?
Nice move in transition. The low pickup a la James Harden. Come up through the hands. Easy call for the refs.
Bryce Hamilton, not the sort of player that you want to let get their eye in at the free throw line. Scott Roth with his steely look. For a man that shows incredible emotion sometimes after a win, he keeps that straight face all throughout the game. Whether you're up or down, that's the look you're getting.
That's what he says. We're never going to be too high, never going to be too low. But he will peel some paint off the walls at halftime if they don't do the right thing.
Certainly will. Prather from deep. The Bullets doing a good job on the offensive glass right now. As Dukas can't nail that one. Air. Nice Euro step in transition. Layup is off. JackJumpers a man down. Prather, the main offensive threat. Dukas steps back, turns it down. Former champion of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holt, nice pass from Norton. Easy lay-in.
Jacob Holt gets his first bucket, had a deep seal. Young Kobe Williams, who's also checked into the game. Good to see Jacob get on the scoreboard early. A righty jump hook.
Packed out crowd as always at My State Bank Arena. Air works, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Deng will have to put it up. Works on Prather, steps back. No dice. 40 seconds remain in this first term. 7-point lead to the JackJumpers, coming off a heartbreaking 1-point loss. Norton draws the contact. Can't get the and one, but he'll go to the line.
Mitch has somehow snuck himself back out there in this quarter. Maybe grab another couple of minutes, so it could be 4 minutes in quarter.
You never know. I mean, it might even not even be quarter stuff. It might just be overall. But make sure you get behind the NBL on socials. There's fantastic behind-the-scenes stuff. You know what the most crazy thing I've seen, Damon?
What's that?
On the Instagram page, going to sound like a boomer talking like this, but on the Instagram page, you standing there in a singlet and what I think was a bucket hat, talking about whatever.
When was this?
They posted it the other day.
I missed it.
You don't even know what they're posting of you.
Are they tagging me and stuff?
You sold your soul to the league for a couple of dollars, and they just, it's probably AI. Probably wasn't even you. No, but they do a great job on socials, the NBL and all their affiliates. Norton wide open in the corner. Doesn't miss many of those, but he does that one. But he'll get his own rebound. Prather fighting through the key. Well guarded by the JackJumpers. They'll get their own board there, and Tristan Divas.
Dukas stay with it. They're just doing just enough to keep the scoreboard ticking over the Bullets.
3 seconds remain. Hamilton will put it up. Left open on the three-point line off the front rim. And that is all she wrote for the first term. A 4-point lead to the JackJumpers. Plenty of action coming up. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to the Hungry Jacks. The NBL, the JackJumpers are leading the Bullets 23-19 at quarter time. Tassie, happy with the position they're in at the moment? Damon, I know you mentioned that Scott Roth Roth doesn't like to get too high or too low. He was, however, very unimpressed with the way they're rebounding at quarter time. He said, guys, if you want to win back the game, you've got to box out and rebound the ball. He wants them doing better on those effort plays.
That's right, Joe, because they're giving up offensive rebounds. Gave up 7 so far that first quarter. That is not the Jackie way. The Island's under siege.
The Island is under siege. About to get all that much harder, though, on the boards. Will Magnay not starting this second term as he sits on the bench with 2 fouls. Ben Air, as easy as you like, through the paint, lays it in.
Good Lord. Any help defense at all. Great job by Benny taking the full advantage of the lackluster defense on that possession.
Not the defensive start that the Bullets would have been hoping for. Harrison, countered by Bannon.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
Mismatch down low with Majok Dang. Works, gets to his spot through the middle, can't finish.
If he gets 10 of those a game, he's going to make 7 of them.
Air dared to shoot from deep. Majok Dang with the size advantage, gets it back to Air. He'll knock it down. Hot start for Ben Air in the second term, 5 in a row.
A great kick out by Majok Dang. Caught Casey Prather in no man's land, not quite helping. Left Ben Air. Ben Air's not going to turn down a wide open 3 ball.
Offensive foul there on Tyrell Harrison, and we mentioned, will that foul come back to bite him that he made in the backcourt to get out of the game? That's now 2 on the big fella.
Don't panic, Stu. Leave him out there. Don't panic.
And look here at foul trouble right now, the 2 big fellas. Luckily for the JackJumpers, Harrison also with 2 himself. And Stu Lash happy to back the big man and leave him out there. Air, 5 points on the trot, finds Bannon. Looks to go through the chest to Harrison, can't finish.
Josh Bannon's already getting himself off to a good start. 9 points, 3 rebounds in that first quarter. On his way for 36. There he is. Just
Good defensive movement there from the JackJumpers.
don't know how you miss a 7-foot guy, but anyway.
The Bullets, that one gets swatted away by Harrison. Bullets yet to make a triple from the outside, 0 of 6. Adams. Nice pass to Harrison, who draws the contact and finishes. Strong move.
Good pass. Nick Stoddard tested his fate. Tyrell Harrison threw it out of there as we check the Amy replay. He's having none of that foolishness and did a good job of running the floor. Jaden Adams was patient, but penetrated. And, oh, there he is. Deuce and 1.
You've been begging for it, pleading for them to find the big fella. And they found him. 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for Harrison so far.
Reliable from the strike. He's got to protect himself on defense. And if you're Josh Bannon, you want to put him under pressure.
Stoddard almost loses the handle. Air. Had a hot start to this second term, opening 5 points. Can he add to it here? He can. Ben Air's on fire.
2 in a row for Benny. Jaden Adams trying to go under that ball screen, and you just, come on now.
And Ben Air may not have regular big games in this league, but he's not a guy that you want to let catch fire at any point in the game because he's a momentum player, and you can best believe that he's going to be putting them up from here on out. Dukas again can't hit the target.
That is a good call. He is a momentum player. The guy never lacks belief in himself. Only shooting 30% from 3, but he's one of those guys that don't give a damn about the percentages. He takes open shots.
He's the sort of guy, he might be shooting 30%, but he makes his first 2. He'll be thinking that he's shooting 100%.
Pull.
He'll be pulling up here. That one can't go. Dang will come up with a board. And that one won't go. JackJumpers holding on to this 9-point lead. Quick ball. Bucket. Murray from deep. Nice pass again there. Some post-to-post passing has been on so far for Tassie. Just haven't been able to finish. Harrison, left wide open.
Oh, wow.
Nice little Euro step, gets himself to the rim.
Jaden Adams is directing traffic, doing some beautiful facilitating.
And Scott Roth has seen enough. Timeout, JackJumpers.
It's just the ease at which the Bullets are getting their buckets. They'll be giving Scott Roth the shites. Got to tighten up the defense, the pick and roll coverages.
Well, let's get down to Joe Healy. He's with Sean McDonald.
Yeah, thanks, Sean. Thanks for joining us. How is the recovery going with your new knee? I know you said earlier that you're starting to get some movement into it.
Yeah, recovery's going really well. I'm feeling a lot stronger and more stable on it. So in the strength phase at the moment, hopefully can start running soon.
Obviously, you'd much rather be out on the court, but have you been able to find the positives in this? I know I saw you taking charge in the timeout earlier in more of a leadership kind of role.
Yeah, absolutely. Just trying to be a leader for the team and work on my mental game a little bit and see the game from a different angle, which is cool.
What have you made of this one? The guys are in a pretty decent position. What more do you want to see to get the dub?
More rebounds. We just need to keep them off the glass at this stage.
Awesome. Well, good luck with the rest of it and your recovery.
Thank you. Cheers.
Looked like he was training to be a robot in some of those. What's going on there? Like, this is some of the stuff you see the F1 drivers doing.
Modern technology.
Not sure if it's good for your knee, but my God, it'll have you being able to withstand G-force and aeronautical engineering.
He's reaping the benefits.
Shawnee McDonald, though, we saw his prowess across that final series for Tassie. Really a bit of a sort of Will Hickey type story. And it's so unfortunate to see him injured this year because his trajectory from where he was as a development player, where Melbourne United didn't want him, a couple of other teams passed on him, came over to Tassie and started playing some top-tier basketball. And I'll wait to see him get back out there.
Played himself into the Boomers lineup with Josh Bannon on his left hand. He's left-handed, everybody, just so you know. Josh does a great job getting to his spots, but back to Shawnee Mack real quick. Played himself into the Boomers.
Yeah.
Asia Cup campaign is where he suffered his injury, but he'll get back there again. He's so trustworthy in the backcourt. Makes big shots, plays good defense, just a rock-solid point guard. No rush back.
Certainly will, as we just saw on the graphic there. Josh Bannon moved to 12. Game's high scorer. 23 points the last time these two teams met. Prather at the elbow, likes what he sees. Front rim. Hamilton with a nice spin in the backcourt. Euros out of control, turnover. Prather's out in transition. Good luck stopping that. He'll earn his way to the stripe.
Yeah, Bryce Hamilton held on to the ball too long there. Benier was opening the corner. And once again, Casey's in transition, making things happen.
Just the 4 points so far for Bryce Hamilton, coming off a career high 36. With Prather, I still can't believe it that we spoke about in the pre-game. Only once has he made the first NBL team, or NBL.
Well, he came back and he was riding the bike for most of the season, the stationary bike.
That is true.
Then the very next year is when he finally was, you would say, 100%.
To be honest, I think we don't even have Casey at 100% right now. I think he's still playing this well while hampered a little bit by injury, which is amazing in itself. Bannon under serious pressure in the backcourt. That one will be turned over.
Now, this might sound ridiculous, but when the point guard takes the ball out and passes it to the four-man, how about the four-man take the ball out and give it to the guard, then we don't have these issues.
It sounds great in theory, and I'm sure coaches across the board will take that on and potentially put it into practice.
Magnay's got to protect himself these last 6 minutes.
Prather. Oh, nice pump fake. Fades away, bucket.
Josh Bannon has seen that fundamental move, that shot fake in training all of last season. Still couldn't stop at that time.
Dakota Mathias back into the game for the Bullets. Magnay, 2 fouls to his name. Hamilton, 7 seconds on the shot clock. Another turnover for Bryce Hamilton. Holt comes up with it. Finds Dukas. Cashes that one, nothing but net.
Mitch Norton with the hustle play. First one on the floor for the loose ball. That results in an Alex Dukas triple. Look at the captain. That's what they missed. Good hustle, too, by Jacob Holt.
And you said it before, Damon. Win or lose, this Bullets team, they play hard.
They got a lot of heart. The Kings got a hold of a couple games didn't go their way. But for the majority of the season, they are playing with their heart, and that's why they're competitive and they are in a lot of games.
Alex Dukas, the sharpshooter, was 0 of 3 before that, moves to 1 and 4. And we are locked horns at 34 apiece. Halfway through the second term. Campbell. Bannon. Mathias will fight to keep it in. Last touch, JackJumpers.
There was a time I used to question why Josh Bannon would shoot threes. There was a time. That time does not exist anymore because he's shooting 39% from down there.
That's why I have the utmost respect for you, Dan, because you change your opinion when you need to. When you get proven wrong, you change it.
If I get new information,
that's it.
I adjust.
That's it. I've always said you'd make a great lawyer. Hamilton on the block, finds Campbell. Loaded up 4 of them in the first term. Yet to see him from the outside in this quarter. One-on-one, Hamilton, Prather. That's the matchup the fans came to see. And Prather will get the better of him that time.
Yeah, quality D by Case. Anytime imports are matched up on each other, it always takes it up and just makes it a little bit more spicy.
Mathias off the back iron. And who do you think came up with it? Casey Prather again.
Scott Ross going to be seething at halftime.
Bullets' first time leading the contest.
Holding off the ball, yeah, Norton, around the way.
Look at that time in front. It's always a dirty, dirty statistic, especially when you get to the back end of the game, because there's only one time that matters. Damon, when is it?
The full time.
That's it, the full time.
I'm like what Jacob Holt's bringing to the table. An athletic, defensive-minded big. There's all the little things.
Campbell to inbound. 14 seconds on the shot clock. And Harrison with a fistful of jersey. Probably lucky to get away with it there. Campbell skates on. Another turnover for the JackJumpers. Prather, transition. Foregone conclusion, 2 points.
I would love to see his stats just on transition shots. It's got to be 80%. It's got to be up there.
12 points in the contest for Casey Prather. Equal now with Josh Bannon. Hamilton, can he get started?
Oh.
And Bannon again, just trying to be too pretty with it. Another turnover. Casey throws it up to Harrison.
Come on, Ty.
Misses the gimme.
Casey played both ends.
JackJumpers get out of jail. They're punished on the other end.
1-point swing. Miss dunk, then turn around transition layup.
Mathias. Ooh. Too easy against the shot blocker in Magna, who didn't put up much of a fight against that one. Wary with 2 fouls to his name.
I
think Casey fouled just to get out of the game. That's twice. Is this a Brisbane thing? we don't need to blow a foul first.
Well, Casey Prather, luckily that's just his first for the game, and with 2 minutes to go in the first half, not as much of a worry. But if Tyrell Harrison picks up another one in this quarter, you'll be looking back to that for sure. As Hamilton, far too easy, and one at the rim.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, if you're gonna foul a guy, you can't give up a soft foul like that and give him an easy 3-point play. You got to make him really earn it.
Just the 5 shot attempts so far for Bryce Hamilton.
Josh Bannon is 2 rebounds off of a double-double in the half. Just having a phenomenal season. The first and second teams, man, this year, all NBL.
It's going to be tough. I won't even speak to the abomination of your first team in the preseason. I've learned to forget about that with some of the names that you left off.
Well, you know.
So I look forward to your adjusted one come the halfway point of the fever break.
Well, I'm boycott next year's preseason predictions.
Dukas gets his eye in, another one.
He danced on Jim, too, before he pulled up that 3 ball. Brisbane feeling good about life.
Alex Dukas, good on his last 2 from beyond the arc. Hamilton. Fresh off an and one, can he continue to roll? Almost another turnover. Campbell, swatted away by Harrison.
You got to know your limitations. Big Tyrell, block number 2.
As the shot clock was winding down, he had little to no choice but to throw that one up. And Harris had a great job of verticality. Didn't want to pick up his third foul.
Now reward him on this end of the floor with a nice post touch.
All right, let me out, please.
Murray finds Adams up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Matthias. Skip pass is picked off by Deng. Hamilton works his way. Euro steps through, finds Deng. Contact goes unwhistled. The JackJumpers will retain possession. Marshall, wide open, running through the paint, lays it up.
All because Majuk Deng, with a great post, with a great seal inside, clears some space.
8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist on the night so far for Nick Marshall. Matthias, wide open at the nail, bottom of the net.
I mean, some guys got technique so good that when they shoot it, you just think it's going to go in all the time.
Well, you called him goddamn Reggie Miller the other night, so I would hope that he'd have a good stroke.
I say he wore the same number as Reggie Miller.
You were implying a lot when you said it. And I know you're never one to get carried away, Damon, and I would never accuse you of such.
Gonna get Joe Heaney to ask him who his favorite player is. I bet you said Reggie.
We definitely will. Another turnover, and Hamilton.
Travel.
Called for the travel.
It's a lethal jab, but the momentum, I think he dragged that foot.
Timeout, Stu Lash and the Bullets. They hold on to a 5-point lead. And one of the best things that NBL teams do is they get involved in the community, and especially with Kmart Game Time. And let's have a see what a couple of the fellas said about it.
My favourite part of Kmart Game Time clinics are just the impact you have on kids. I mean, they're obviously pretty excited to get out of some class to come and run around and play basketball.
I think it's just getting out there in front of the kids, having fun, giving them something to look forward to or look up to.
The excitement of the kids and them just being entertained by us just being there.
Such a fantastic initiative, Kmart Game Time, getting all the teams out there to get involved with the kids, play a little 5-on-5, whatnot at these schools. And I'll tell you what, Damon, you went around, your time was a lot earlier, but you've never seen disappointment in a child's face when they thought that Chris Golding was going to rock up, and instead it was me and a couple of other development players who they'd never heard of before there to play basketball
we thought we was getting a shooting clinic. We ended up getting an anti-shooting clinic.
It was always quite humbling. Tiger Campbell, 4 assists to his name so far. Damon, you're always singing his praises.
Yeah, no, Tiger Campbell is just a rock-solid guard. Now, he doesn't need to be the 20-point scorer for this team, but they definitely need to get David Johnson back into this lineup as soon as possible. Then Tiger got another option to pass the ball to, but he's having a solid, without being a spectacular game so far, but it's early days.
That's the big factor for the JackJumpers. Every win they can get before David Johnson gets back into this lineup is worth double, because they'll be a much better team once he's back in there. Adams, shot clock winding down, 8 seconds. Off the Holt screen. Works forced into a tough shot.
Great Tassie defense out of that timeout. Poor execution by the Bullets. But they should go into the half with a lead.
Marshall wide open on the three-point line. That's off the back iron, but Hamilton will come up with the board. Works his way back under, and that one will rattle out. Bannon, can he get it to finish? He can.
Josh Bannon out there doing yeoman's work.
You look at that, just the 4 second chance points there for the JackJumpers, equal with the Bullets. And half-time at My State Bank Arena. 3-point lead to the Bullets.
Josh Bannon came into the game averaging 14 points and 9 rebounds. Felix, guess who he's got right now?
What?
14 points and 9 rebounds. Woo! Only needed a half to do it.
Well, he had a massive game last time they were out, but I'll tell you who also has a massive game every time they step out. It's Casey Prather. He's down there with Joe Healy.
Yeah, he certainly does. Casey, you guys showed some real fight, especially in that second quarter. What's working out there?
Yeah, just playing aggressive, playing to our strength, trying to limit them to one shot. Got to do a better job of just keeping them off the glass and getting out and run. If we do that, I feel like this league will be a lot bigger than what it is.
What is the message going to be from Stu Lash in the locker room? We know that they're tough. They'll keep fighting too.
Yeah, box out. You know, don't take any ball, any play for granted. Go out there, hit bodies, get a rebound, and get out and run.
Good luck for the rest of it.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, it's a close one here at My State Bank Arena. Two physical teams battling it out. The guys will be back to break down the first half when we come back.
Thanks to our principal partner, Spirit of Tasmania. It is time for Race the Straight. We have Max and Aiden. They're up either end of the bash straight. We've got one in Devonport, one in Geelong. Each individual must shoot their 2 buckets, move to the middle, move to the other end. The person that gets to the other end of the bash straight wins a $1,000 voucher to Spirit of Tas. Okay, that's unbelievable. Let's get stuck into it and have a bit of fun. Count us in, My State Bank Arena. We're going to get it going in 3, 2, 1. Make some noise. Every day, that's what I do. So we're really for the game.
The confidence is in there. You have scored yourself a $1,000 travel voucher, all thanks to Spirit of Tas. So big road trip, who are you taking?
Maybe Lonnie? Yeah, Lonnie. Yeah.
You're going to Lonnie? Awesome. All right. Well, thanks to Spirit of Tas.
The Wallace Saddle Shed is a uniquely Tasmanian experience. Great value for the whole family. Enjoy a delicious meal of seasonal local produce and one of our award-winning cider. Open for lunch every day and only 25 minutes from Hobart.
I figured.
Ripping contest we've got on our hands here. The Bullets, well, they trailed by 4 at quarter time, but they go into the half leading by 3. Flip the game on its head. Casey Prather, Alex Dukas finding his rhythm from the outside, hitting back to back. But right now, the Bullets slightly edging those pesky little JackJumpers.
They are, like we said earlier, the island is under siege. It's not being defended to the standard they have done in the past, and Brisbane Bullets now, Phoenix, are coming almost whole. They got Dakota Matthias. They got the import spots sewed up. They got the heart and soul back, Mitch Norton. And young Jacob Holt is coming out there providing some great, valuable backup minutes at the 5 spot.
There's been things that have been in and out for the Bullets, as you said, players injured, but the one consistent thing for them all year has been Casey Prather, and yet again, a big first half from him.
All heart, this dude, the consummate professional. So efficient. I like to call him Mr. Fundamental because he doesn't do anything flashy, but he just gets to his spots, good shot fakes and jabs and such. But he's got 12 points on 50% shooting, got off to a bit of a slow start, but as he always does, plays himself into the game. Transition, offensive rebounds. He just plays the game of basketball the way it should be played. So he's always going to feature in highlights like this. He's dangerous in transition.
And even when there's shots that look like, okay, he's going to get into this and he's going to force a shot, it's not, because he's slowing his steps down. He's pushing his way through. He's far too strong for the defenders in this league, and we see it week in, week out. 5 of 10, 3 rebounds, 1 assist as we look at the Blackmore stats there. But hey, you know what time it is?
What time is it?
It's my favourite time of the broadcast. We get to welcome in 2 of my favourite people in basketball, Leonard Copeland and Andrew Gaze, because Throwdown Triple X is not far away. And dare I say, they weren't even ready for us to come to them.
Hello, Felix. Yeah, it's going to be a cracking game here tonight. We've got a team that's on a franchise winning record of 6 in a row, and that is the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. And after a spectacular start to the season, Melbourne United, Copes, they have had some problems the last couple of games and dropped a couple.
You know what I want to see? What I don't want to see? I don't want to see handshakes and kisses before the game.
No.
If you're going to be fair dinkum about it, let's go in. Let's get it on.
I like the idea at that, but this Phoenix team, it's been a juggernaut. Number 1 in scoring, number 1 in assists. But
and number 1 in three-pointing as well.
I like the way you've done a little bit of homework, but also number 1 in steals, that up and in defense. It's causing some problems for a lot of teams.
If they get the win tonight, they go to first place. No more little brother.
Nope.
They're the big boys in town.
Well, it's Triple X, as Felix said. And
come on, guys.
And that is because it's the 30th showdown, throwdown, I should say, and it is actually 20-9. So Melbourne United have dominated in the series so far.
The one thing they haven't dominated is the three-point line.
No.
And I think Chris Golding and Krebs have to get going tonight. If they don't, Southeast Melbourne will get the win.
Well, it's going to be absolute jam-packed here tonight, Felix. We are super pumped up for it all, and hopefully we have a cracking game.
There's going to be so much jam, we don't know what to do with it. There's going to be jam everywhere. It's going to be that jam-packed. But, hey, you guys have been in a lot of these sort of cross-town rivalries back when you were players. We don't see them as much anymore, only with the 2 teams here. But how much does it just add to it when it's first versus second? Because I can't remember a throwdown here with Southeast and Melbourne United where it was first versus second. Usually, you've called it a throw-up before, Leonard, which I didn't agree with. I thought it was rude and disrespectful.
Oh, here we go.
But this one's a throwdown. It's 1 versus 2.
Well, that's right. But, I mean, if you go back to the halcyon days of the sport...
He wants to talk about himself.
When it might have been the Tigers and the Magic, or the Giants and the Magic, or there could be the Spectres. There has been 1 or 2 clashes. But in recent times, we haven't had Phoenix and Melbourne United at the top of the table. So that brings an extra spice. But it's true, Copes. You lived it. You sort of went out and went on the streets and a little bit more social than I was. But it certainly goes beyond. The win goes beyond just getting the win for your team.
They're fighting for sponsorship dollars. They're fighting for fans. They're fighting for the pretty girls in the stands. Trust me.
Yes. There we go. So it's all on the line here, Felix.
Hey, Coach, come on, man. It ain't 1996 no more, man. Hey, Coach, hey, do you think it's time now to put Chris Golding back into the starting lineup?
Well, I think, look, he needs that spot. So. That's he's the captain of this team. Let's get him in the spot. Get him going early, because if he knocks down a couple of threes, that fires that team up.
For sure.
Hey, thank you guys for joining us. You're the best duo in Australian sports. I wouldn't be watching the game if it wasn't you guys commentating, so I'll be tuning in.
Felix. Thank you. Good luck, Damon.
Thank you. A 3-point lead to the Brisbane Bullets. We're going to be back on the other side to see who takes this one out.
Tasmania, well, we're back here at Moss Avenue after a little bit of a break, and we've missed our southern fans. So we thought we'd get around the stands and say hello and find out what's been going on. How are you, lads? What's your name? Isaac and Alfie. Have you been to the basketball before? Yes. You have? What did you miss the most about having a couple of weeks off and not being able to come? What did you miss about here? The crowd. Crowd? That's a good one. What about you? The noise. The noise in the crowd. We love getting that up and about. Right, are you having fun? All right, we've got a little bit here. We've got one gift. We might have to get another one for you too. Good work. Go to Jackies. Give us a quick go to Jackie. Go to Jackie. All right, brilliant. Leo, where are you at?
Alrighty, I've got these beautiful family here. Now Josh Bennett is making quite the waste already on his 50 cap. Who have you guys got your eyes on tonight? shorts. What about you, Sweat? Candle. You're the tiger train. Oh, I love it. All right. Now, that was pretty good. I reckon we can do a bigger and better Let's Go Jackies. You ready? Here we go. Let's go Jackies! That was so good.
Righto, I'm here with Lucy. How are you? Are you having fun tonight? Who's your favourite JackJumper? That's okay. You don't have to have fun. I don't have a favourite either. It's good. Are you having fun at the back of it? All right, now we've got a couple of little magnets up in here for you, but only if you give me a big go JackJumpers. Will you do that? All right, Lucy, go JackJumpers. Let's go. Go JackJumpers. We love it. Sensational. We got any more players behind you here?
All right, we love a family affair here. Hello. What a beautiful view up here. Are you a regular at Nate? Yes, I am. How many do you reckon you've got on your belt? So she's lost count, too many. All right, we've been saying our favourite players tonight over the seasons who we're watching tonight. I love watching Tiger. It's a lot of fun. So we love the Tiger. All right, now we're sort of putting a bit of comps here. Let's go, Jackies. Are you ready? Let's go, Jackies!
The last time these two teams matched up, Josh Bannon notched up a career-high 15 rebounds. Well, he must hate his old side because he's going for it again. Currently 9 at the half. Career-high 29 on points. He's still got a bit of ways to go there with 14 at the half, but he's having himself a game. Damon, what is it? Is it under Scott Roth, or does he just have his eyes out for his old team?
He's a workhorse. He is a true workhorse. He never takes bad shots. He only takes shots that he can make. He plays both ends of the floor. He crashes the offensive glass. He loves the dirty work. He probably doesn't see himself as that kind of a player, a dirty work kind of a guy, because sometimes that cheapens the offensive product. But he can just score from a variety of ways, and he'll get him if you don't want him.
He's from the University of Montana. There's a whole lot of dirty work going on down there, so it does not surprise me at all. But Josh Bannon, 14 points, 9 boards, keeping the front court alive because Will Magnay, the boomer, 0 points, 0 for 1, and just the 2 rebounds on the night so far.
I'm just perplexed. One rebound, 1 shot attempt and a half of basketball. That is not a world I want to live in, when Will Magnay can't get more than 1 shot.
Certainly not a player of the caliber of Will Magnay. Let's see if he can, this second half, he can stamp his name on it. Harrison. Norton under an unknown minutes restriction. Prather, who's the player of the first half. First shot of the second goes off the front rim.
Will Tyrell Harrison get more dribble handoffs than post touches?
There's a high chance of that.
I don't like that world either.
Hamilton pulls up. Bannon, 10th rebound of the night. Can't add another 2 to his tally. A double-double for him.
Here's Casey in transition.
Prather, tough to stop. They managed to do it that time, but it may have been off his own volition. Campbell finds Marshall. Can't find the driving lane on the baseline. He'll go middle and spin back. Thrown out of there, but not before the foul.
Nick Marshall's probably testing out Mitch Norton's knee, but Mitch looks fine to me. Good spin move by Nick Marshall.
And lucky for Harrison and Brisbane Bullets fans, that one was on Mitch Norton, not the third personal for Tyrell Harrison.
Mitch Norton played 8 minutes in that first half, so it stands to reason, Felix, that he's probably on a 16-minute restriction.
Well, I'm going to hold you to that. I'm going to say
8 in each half, you reckon?
I'm going to say he's on 20. I'm going to say the physio there is just into even numbers. But talk about the leadership that he brings back to this lineup, and still missing Sam McDaniel, by far one of the best defensive players in the league.
We got to shout out Tristan Devers in Mitch Norton's absence. Tristan, young, 20 years old, DP, came on and more than held his own. So now he goes back to probably his familiar spot, but he's still going to get some playing time. And now it's Mitch and Jalen.
Tiger Campbell will be whistled. Just getting a little bit too handsy on defense. Don't forget, coming up after this, throwdown Triple X, Phoenix versus United, 1 versus 2. The game of the season so far. Andrew Gaze, Leonard Copeland getting ready to take you through it. Harrison, the easy deuce.
Good patience, swing and roll. Matthias kicked it on to Mitch. Nobody tagged the roller. I mean, not that there's anybody that size that can tag Tyrell, but got himself an easy deuce.
Hamilton, 7 points to his name so far, gets up. Donald Harrison does a great job of putting him off. Almost the travel in the backcourt. Prather comes up with it. Wide open corner three, that's good.
Hey man, there's some shooters out there. Tane Murray, corner three ball. I want to call him Octane so bad, but I need him to make more threes.
I don't mind that. You know, I knock you for a lot of the nicknames you give. But I'll take that. We just need him to play up to it. Hamilton on an island. Bannon guarded by Murray. Finds his way to the middle, fading away. Prather will bring it back inbounds. Matthias. Yet to have much of an impact on the game. Dakota Matthias, 7 points.
Tyrell had the mismatch on the block with Bryce Hamilton, but Dakota decided to pull up from three. Don't mind it as much because he's
Hamilton.
a shooter.
Catches it from the corner.
Speaking of, Bryce Hamilton brings his tally up to 10. In Phoenix, I'm not saying that you're going to have... It's hard to blow a team out in a half of basketball, especially a road team, right? But you can't let Brisbane, if you're Tasmania, you can't let Brisbane come into your gym feeling that comfortable. They firmly believe they can win this game. Like, every team thinks they can win every game. But the home team, it's up to you to at least provide some kind of resistance to put a little bit of doubt in the road team's mind. And Jazzy have not done that.
The JackJumpers, as you say, have built their identity. Defend the island at 1 and 4 so far at home, including the other night's 1-point loss at the Silverdome. Looking to get their home season back off, and that's not a good way to do it. Leaving Harrison right open at the mid-block.
With his non-preferred right hand.
Campbell working his way to the middle. Harrison will slap it off the rim. Prather fights his way to the middle of the paint. Air ball. Matthias, nice pass to Harrison, who just tries to get a little cute with it. There's 3 seconds in the paint.
Can't bring the ball down low, big fella. And you wait.
It looks like he's calling for a sub. As Damon just paces around the room. He doesn't like to see it.
Well, like, you give him a quick blow in the first half. The first part of this quarter, then bring him back. So here comes Jacob Hope checking in for him.
Hamilton off the screen.
Good kick out.
Bannon. Can't complete the triple. 5-point lead to the Bullets. Duke is heavily contested. A little too short. Marshall connects on that one.
Tough pull up from Nick, just a dribble handoff. No dribbles needed. Nick Marshall lets one go.
13 points to his name. Harrison, easy as you like to the rim.
Would you believe me if I told you Tyrell Harrison was shooting 70%? 7 of 10 from the field.
And Harrison now the game's leading scorer with 15.
And he's in the deepest of deep drops on Will Magnay.
Will Magnay just struggling tonight. Still scoreless as Murray will draw the contact. That wasn't quite high octane enough for you, was it, Damon?
Need a couple more triples. Get the octane. How does Will Magnay look to you, Phoenix? Some just don't, I don't know. Some just looks kind of pedestrian.
A little slower than we have seen him in the past. And you even know Will Magnay is as tough as they come, and he has dealt with various little injuries in the past. But you can't be on every week, Damon.
Now he's walking towards the back. Something's not quite right with Big Will. We don't know the full details, but I'm sure Joe will get down there. Suss out the situation.
Joe Healy on the case on that one, but you're right that what we've seen tonight from Will Magnay is certainly not the Will Magnay we're used to, the boomer level. Will Magnay, the first free throw is good. But luckily for the JackJumpers, Josh Bannon, 14 points, 11 rebounds, is bringing it for the front court.
And Majuk Deng checks back in, so he's a scorer. They're going to need some buckets.
Okay, here we go.
Majuk Deng's ability to knock it down from the outside as well. He can draw Tyrell Harrison away from the rim. Campbell, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Works his way to the middle of the paint. Foul on the pass.
The Tiger Campbell hasn't scored well so far. Only did 3 points on 1 of 7 shooting, but when he penetrates, he plays very physical. And he can get into that key and draw some fouls, get himself to the line, which is what I would highly recommend him doing, because the scoreboard is not ticking over enough with Bryce Hamilton being kind of subdued.
Had 4 assists very early in the ball game as well. Hasn't been able to make his marks since then. As the referees just find a little too much contact on the cut there by Divas.
Alex, this side, that side. Side. Go.
I like how Stu Lash still finds some minutes for Tristan Devers, even with Mitch Norton back, Dakota out there in the backcourt. Tristan Devers has definitely earned his spot in this team and earned Stu Lash's trust.
Campbell finds Hamilton, steps back. Nothing on that attempt.
And a good contest by the youngster.
6-point lead to the Bullets. Looking to find Holt on the block. They eventually get it to him with a mismatch. Good help defense there from Nick Marshall.
Is it okay? Jacob Holt, he's reminding me of somebody, Felix. He used to play for Brisbane.
David Hasselhoff.
Nah,
got a bit of Hollywood about him.
Looking like a bit of a Bairstow. You see any Bairstow in him? Just a little bit?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm picking up what you're putting down there.
Oh, what?
I'm sure he was equally as confused as what you were talking about.
You don't see a little bit of Cam Bairstow.
I think you found a big with blonde hair and you've gone Cam Bairstow then. I reckon you're working real Route 1 level look-alike. 9th turnover for the Brisbane Bullets. Ben Eyre back into the game. We saw him get hot to start the second quarter. I haven't seen much of him since. Hamilton working. 2 seconds on the shot clock. Bannon's going to have to put it up. He's going to run out of time, and he does.
Phenomenal defense by the Bullets. Anytime you can hold a team, a 24-second shot clock violation. Phoenix, they've only got 5 points to Jackies in almost 6 minutes of play. Brisbane tightening the screws. The Island.
As you said, under siege. You named about 6 movie villains as well. Nightwalkers, Wildlings. Tassie looking to defend against all of them. Holt with the rebound. Can't put that one back in. Right now you're seeing the lack of size out there with no Will Magnay on the floor.
Offensive rebound number 10. They kind of stemmed it a little bit because they had 8 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. But who's going to score right now?
Bannon through the middle of the paint. Gets a wide open look and lays it home. Tough drive by Josh Bannon. He's up to 16. Product of the University of Montana, a Big Sky Conference in the NCAA. Had himself a mighty good career. And now leads this one with 16 points. Harrison currently on the bench with 15. Let's go courtside to Joe Healy.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Just an update on Will Magnay. He's obviously back out on the bench now, but you saw him head back to the locker room when he came out of the game a few moments ago. I did speak to the club. They said nothing's wrong, so I imagine he probably went out there just to have a little pep talk with himself in terms of his game, and we'll see him back out in the court shortly.
The JackJumpers will want him out there as soon as possible. And whatever pep talk he was given, they're going to be hoping it worked. Hamilton. Still time left on the shot clock. One-on-one with Adams. Finds Marshall, who gets open baseline for the pull-up. That one will rattle out.
He almost got back-to-back. 24-second violations, but then they got to get back on D because that's too easy.
Nice layup by Divas. Looks to have just tipped back in by Harrison.
Defensive transition has been extremely ordinary for the Jackies.
Offensive foul on Majuk Deng for the moving screen. There has never been a moving screen in the history of basketball that wasn't argued against him.
No, we see this so often because there's so many, wow. Oh, wow.
It's a tough one to argue.
Oh, come on now. I'm with you on that one, Juk.
You're with Juk on that
All
one.
you got to do is run into the screen these days and fall over, and it just looks like it should be a foul.
I'll respectfully disagree with you on that one. I think he was moving his feet. He was side on. It was more of a hip and shoulder.
If he caught every one of those, we'd be here for 3, 4 hours.
It's probably something you could get away back in your day of playing, but it's a bit safer these days. Norton. Harrison. Another bucket.
Big pterodactyl. Just 8 of 11, Felix.
17 points on the night. Air turns down the corner triple. Stoddart, nice left-hand drive, can't finish. Seven-point lead to the Bullets, game high. Prather, can he add to it? He makes it 10.
Oh, goodness.
Timeout, Scott Roth and the JackJumpers. Bullets with their largest lead of the game. As we check out the Amy replay, Casey Prather, he's been a little more quiet in this second half, but he's up to 15 now, 6 of 14 from the field.
Bryce Hamilton ran into that screen and left Casey wide open. And Casey said to Joe at halftime, we feel like we should be up by more. Now they got the 11-point lead. They have held the Jackies to 10 points in 8 minutes.
Well, let's see what Scott Roth has to say about the JackJumpers' current position.
Who's Matthias guard? Hey, are you gonna finish one in there? Between you two, we're winning 77. You're in it. Actually, no. Mags, you'll be in it. Yeah. Our other small, Dang, and our other small. Yep. Come to the screen, go. We're pop, roll, second side, attack the rim. But down here, you got to make a decision what you want to do. Together, 1, 2, 3, together.
Are you going to finish one in there?
Scott Roth putting the challenge to Nick Stoddart, who's 0-3 from the field. Had a good look at it, but couldn't finish. Let's see if Stoddart can answer the calls of his coach in this one.
How do you reply to that? Is that a rhetorical question?
You know what? In timeouts, I learned the hard way across my basketball career that you don't reply. You don't say anything back, because the chances are you won't be leaving the timeout back onto the floor if you do. Campbell, can he rally his troops? Largest lead of the game for the Bullets. The JackJumpers have been struggling all season to defend home court. Campbell, good start out of the timeout.
It's your time now, Tiger. Bryce Hamilton on the bench. Will Magnay struggling. He has got to be uber aggressive.
Prather, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Finds Adams, who's guarded closely by Air. Mismatch. And another tip-in finish from Tyrell Harrison.
Great job by Jaden Adams. Worked the ball screen, got the switch, knew where the ball had to go.
Adams just the 2 points tonight, but 6 assists to go with it. Magnay. Turnover, the Bullets jumping on the floor.
I like to see Will just go up strong. Uh-oh.
Prather.
Oh, wow.
Another dagger. And he lets his bench know about it. Bullets 8 points from turnovers so far in the ball game. Tiger. Adams will come up with the board. Tries to thread the needle full court. Air for the triple. Cashes it.
Man, did they do that? Took advantage of a sloppy Jalen turnover, and now this.
And out of court, the pressure from Ben Air. Is he going to be the spark plug that the JackJumpers need?
It won't be the first time Ben Air sparked to come back, and it won't be the last.
And you saw Josh King embracing Ben Air after their game against Southeast Melbourne. He was so disappointed to lose him to Tasmania. He's a guy that he really wanted to keep because you just see the way that he plays. He's a Josh King type of guy.
I think he's an every coach kind of a guy.
He's a guy that you never want to play against, but you want on your team. Deng, guarded by Prather.
Turnaround jumper coming, baseline.
Air open on the three-point line. Can he find him? And he does, but not without a foul first.
Brisbane had a foul to give.
Go, baseline. Oh, baseline. Baseline, let's go. Baseline, ball. Yep. Baseline.
13 seconds left.
13:25.
And the JackJumpers wrestle back a bit of momentum. Majuk. Nice hook shot. Bullets will get one last look at it here.
They might put another second on the clock. Maybe they won't.
Delay of game warning on Tasmania. 6 seconds left. Adams. Can he pull a rabbit out of the hat from three-point land? He can't off the back rim. And the JackJumpers, still plenty of life left in them. They trail by 9 going into the final term. Can they fight back? Or will the Brisbane Bullets continue to push away and notch up a road win?
State Bank Arena. It's the Bullets leading the JackJumpers by 9. Stu Lash pleased with the Bullets defense, but he wants to see more. He said, let's keep our hands active, continue to box out. Ty Harrison also had a big third quarter. Stu's looking to go back to his big man down the stretch here.
Not the start the JackJumpers wanted there with a turnover to begin the quarter. That one's going to be on the baseline.
Man, Tiger Campbell turnover at that.
That's an incredibly rare event.
And that was the 4-second sub. That's got to be the quickest sub in the history of the NBL. Nick Stoddard subbed out for Nick Marshall in 4 seconds.
And almost another turnover there, but it bounces off the head, bounces back, and Harrison will throw it down.
21 points for Tyrell at 77% shooting. Him and Casey, 39 points of their 70. one.
And Will Magna yet to trouble the scorers. He's going to get a chance here as he goes to the line for his first points of the ball game. And boy, did Tasmania need them.
Yeah, just caught Will Magna too aggressive. Paid the price, but at least up the other end, Will Magna was aggressive, I think, the first time today. Let's see if he can reward himself.
Heads up play from Tyrell Harrison on that end. And Magna off the back iron still remains scoreless. Walk back to the locker room previously. The JackJumpers have said that he's 100%. Manages to knock that one in.
52% free throw shooter on the season, Will. So you think he's going to make one of those.
Ben Air guarding Mitch Norton closely. He was a spark plug late in that term for the JackJumpers. 3 for 3 from the three-point line. Can he add to it this quarter as the Jackies try to fight their way in? Don't forget, after this, the throwdown. Ben Air wide open on the three-point line. Make that 4 of 4. Perfect from beyond the arc.
Benny Air single-handedly defending the island.
And a smart timeout from Stu Lash as the Jackies are coming.
Poor transition defense led to that.
That man on screen, he's been the spark plug plenty of times. And you get the feeling, Damon Lara, the JackJumpers, as he's 4 from 4 from the three-point line, a couple of big defensive plays. He could be the one to energize them here back into this game. They trail by 7. Sixth versus 8th, but don't let 8th tell the story for the Bullets. They've played some fantastic basketball at times. Prather deep into the paint, off the back iron. He'll get his own rebound and put it back in. Classic workhorse Casey Prather.
Once again, it's the little things.
20 points on the game.
Took advantage of Nick Marshall's over-aggressive defense.
Magna guarded by Harrison. Finds Air. Can he add another one to his tally? That one's off the iron. First miss from beyond the arc for Ben Air. Another one goes begging for the Jackies.
Mitch Norton dodged a bullet. You don't need to help out on Will Magna in the post. He's not looking to score from down there. He sagged off Ben Air, who's 1,000% from 3 today. Ben somehow didn't make him pay on that particular occasion. 8:24 on the clock, Felix. Double cold.
Joe, what are you seeing down there?
I was just listening in to the JackJumpers huddle there. Scott Roth, he continues to preach the effort plays. He said, guys, you cannot be spectators out there. We've got to get stops. They're advancing the ball offensively, but it's the other end that he's concerned about.
Well, Ben Air with a quick behaviour warning as well, which, if I'm Scott Roth, I'm not too worried about.
Nah, not at all. Ben's always going to have something to say.
Holt finds his captain in Norton. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Has to throw up the prayer as he trips over.
Get up, Mitch.
No injury concerns there. Just a basic trip, and it'll go the JackJumpers' way.
Mitch Norton started this fourth quarter. He's on 15 minutes.
He heads out of the game now. Is that the 15th minute?
No,
the unknown minutes restriction.
17. Why would you pick an arm?
We've had coders back here trying to work out what it possibly could be.
He'll be back.
I expect he's got one little burst left in him. Marshall Fights his way to the middle of the paint. Air. Nice feed to Bannon. Silky little floater.
Good ball movement. Good offense. Got through hands. Josh Bannon slipping out of that ball screen to his favorite little sweet spot in the middle of the key. Here's your
the
problem.
size mismatch against Ben Air on the block.
Here's your problem.
And uses every inch of it.
You cannot leave Ben there on Prather Island.
Prather leads all scorers right now with 22 and adds 7 rebounds through his trouble as well. Marshall off the back iron. Will he get another shot at it? Back out to a 9-point lead for the Bullets. And Will Magnow earn his way to the stripe.
And that's when Will Magnay's at his best in the offensively. He's facing the basket, quick rip through. Took advantage of the youngster, Jacob Hope. Gets himself back to the line.
Hey, Damon.
Yeah.
I know you well. What's the number one thing that annoys you in your current day-to-day life?
Yeah.
When someone beats you in what?
Beat the coach.
That's it. So scan that QR code. If you don't like my man Damon, scan that, because there's no better way to ruin his day than to beat him in Supercoach. And you can get involved. There's a $10,000 prize draw at the end of the year, $5,000 cash and a $5,000 Choice Hotels gift voucher. And it goes round by round, so don't worry if you miss the start of the season. You can still get involved now and play that bad boy round to round. It's fantastic, and people online are loving it. So are you, Damon.
Please register. And good luck to you. Do I mean that?
Of course, certainly don't. You're the most competitive man I know in the world. Mostly with yourself. Matthias struggles to get open under the pressure from Tiger Campbell. Adams comes up with it. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Guarded by Marshall. Gets his way to the middle, draws the contact, he'll go to the line.
Here's what you got to admire about Jaden Adams, right? 2 points on 1 of 5 shooting. He's got the 7 dimes. Late in games, late in shot clocks. You forget this guy is a prolific scorer. Knows how to get into the key and draw fouls. Gets himself to the line. This is when he is at his most dangerous.
He could be fooled tonight, just the 2 points, 1 of 5, but always a threat. And as you've alluded to before, Damon, does some of his best work when the game's on the line. Throwdown, Triple X coming up after this, the 30th event, the first time. 1 and 2 will go head-to-head in a throwdown at John Cain Arena, Melbourne United and Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. Cannot wait for that one, but part of me thinks that we got a strong finish coming up here as well, Damon. Still some fight left in the JackJumpers.
Tassie's going with a small lineup to close out this game so far. The Jim Ding's on the bench. Got his 2-3 guards out there, Nick Marshall being one of them.
Adams guarded by Bannon. Likes the matchup, loses the ball. Will come up with it on the slide and throw it away. Campbell on the receiving end. What can Bryce Hamilton do?
Better send some help.
Nice skip pass from Hamilton, finds Marshall, and he cashes it.
Good decision by
5-point
Bryce.
game.
Good decision by Bryce. I thought he was going to take advantage of the one-on-one matchup, but they sent help. He did a good job finding the open shooter.
Layup's no good, and here come the JackJumpers again. 6 minutes left in the fourth time, plenty of time left. Marshall will fight for it. Campbell.
Who wants the shot?
Yeah, turns down the 3. Nobody wants to shoot it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Campbell's going to have to get it up. Gets into the paint. No good. Will come up with his own board, but it hit no rim. A shot clock violation.
How many passed up 3-point shots did we see just then? Everybody turned it down.
Felt like it was going to come my way for a second there. It was getting...
You would have shot it.
I would have loaded it up. It wouldn't have gone in, but I would have loaded it up.
Mitch Norton checks back in for his last burst. We're looking at probably a 25-minute restriction for young Mitch.
5-point game. Those minutes restriction goes out the window. Coaches have select hearing towards the physio at this stage of the game. Another miss for the Bullets, and the JackJumpers will continue to march. Air, drive baseline.
What is this?
Again, hot potato on the outside. It ends up with Hamilton, who knocks it down.
Okay.
2-point ball game.
Bryce is not going to turn it down.
Braithwaite will draw the contact and go to the line.
And the replay shows everybody giving up a good shot for a greater shot. Bryce Hamilton, nothing but cash.
The Bullets got as far as 14 points ahead. The largest lead of the ball game. The JackJumpers never say die, as we've come to know from a Scott Roth coached unit. They're now within 2. Braithwaite with a chance to push it out. Rattles it home. Unconvincing, but worth the same as much.
Shooters roll.
When it rains, it pours. Casey Braithwaite up to 24 points, leading all scorers. And the JackJumpers keep this momentum rolling. Hamilton pulls up off the iron. Magnay will fight for it, and they'll retain possession.
I'll tell you what, I strongly advise not to play a drop defense on this pick and roll with Bryce Hamilton. Tyrell Harrison, he might put you back in this ball screen.
Hamilton, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Plenty of time to work with. Marshall fakes. Foul's out.
Thought Bryce going to shoot his patented floater in the key, but that was a shot that Nick can make. But now they got to get stops, Phoenix, and they have no fouls to give.
Norton works off the Harrison screen, gets himself into the paint, it gets tipped away. Norton looked like he wanted the contact there. It'll go unwhistled.
I'm going to Casey. Oh, where's he going?
He's going to the bench, my man.
I was just about to run a play for him. He got Nick Marshall guarding him.
He is a mere mortal and he does need to rest.
His rest better not be long.
If it's over a minute, I'll be shocked. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Bullets. Matthias off the back rim. Hamilton out in transition. In no rush to get the offense started. Spins back to the middle. Harrison will take it from upstairs.
He was making all those shots 48 hours ago.
JackJumpers scoring is dried up. A chance to eat into the margin here. Air finds Marshall. Good call by the official. Great defense by Mitch Norton.
Welcome back, Mitch. Now it's official. When Mitch Norton puts his body on the line in transition, take it in the chest.
And the extended arm, a bit of the issue there for Nick Marshall. Under 4 minutes remain, the margin is 4. The Bullets led by as much as 14 in that third quarter. Bullets currently in the bonus. Any foul sends him to the line. Harrison. Dukas. Too strong on the three-point attempt.
That's good offense, good ball movement, but I would have liked to see Tyrell shoot that, even though the guy comes over to help. He's only 5'11".
Hamilton steps back. Bottom of the net.
A prolific Pasadena score.
1 point ball game. Under 3.5 remaining in this final term. The JackJumpers have struggled to defend home court. Fresh off a back-breaking 1 point loss to Southeast Melbourne. Norton gets to the line. Every win for the JackJumpers worth double until they get their import David Johnson back onto that floor, Damon. And for the Bullets, well, they need to start climbing up that ladder. An incredibly important game, but even so early for the overall context of the season for both these teams.
Normally we see JackJumpers play an aggressive pick-and-roll defense with a hard show. That time, Will Magnay played a bit of a drop defense and allowed Mitch Norton to get all the way downhill. Can Mitch reward himself?
First free throw is good. Can't connect on the second, and the unlikeliest of rebounders, Tiger Campbell comes up with it. Marshall into the paint. High floater is good.
Nice pull up from Nick.
We are locked horns at 79 apiece.
Taking advantage of Tyrell in the drop coverage. 3 minutes to go. We got ourselves a ball game, Copes.
The famous words of Leonard Copeland. We've got ourselves a board game. 79-79, under 3 minutes. The JackJumpers have shot a whole lot of fight to work back into this game after being down 14. And Tasmania, you look at some of the names there: Adelaide, Perth, Sydney, the Breakers, Southeast Melbourne, Damon. This is one they've penciled on their schedule that they need to win.
100%. I mean, they can absolutely win every one of those games. But this is NBL 26. They can absolutely lose every one of those games. This is the most important one of the season right now.
As we look at the Brisbane Bullets, their next five, the Breakers at home, they'll head back there, and then Melbourne, Southeast Melbourne, 1 and 2. Remains to be seen what positions they'll be in by the time those games come around in Adelaide and Illawarra. It does not get easy for both of these teams.
Everything I just said last time about the other teams.
Ditto.
Season's wide open, just how we like it.
Casey Prather to check back into the ball game for you, Damon. Where do you go down the stretch if you're the Brisbane Bullets? They've dried up a little on offense. Ever since that 14-point lead, they've struggled to score.
Well, I got this 7-foot guy who's got 21 points on 77% shooting. That's where I'm going.
Crunch time basketball. Throwdown coming up next. It doesn't get much better than this. Prather.
Oh, that's tough.
Hard drive through the paint. And an easy two.
Oh, he went straight to Mr. Fundamental on the elbow, Phoenix. Nick Marshall, that is not where you want to be.
I can only imagine the energy of the building right now. Let's go down to Joe Healy.
Yeah, it's absolutely electric in here, guys. I was just listening into the Bullets huddle there. The message is to stay together. They want to play the possession game here, get on every loose ball. This is where teams are made, as they let that one go from Tiger Campbell. But right now, it's about who wants it more.
Certainly is. You can throw the rule book, you can throw the textbook.
Oh, the double.
Window when it gets to this range. Norton, no good from the outside. Jackie's come up with it.
I like it. Take the ball out of Casey's hands, make somebody else beat you.
Campbell works off the Magnay screen. Magnay hasn't been able to put his stamp. Flop offensively and a blocking call.
Was he shooting?
As you can hear from the official there, no flop warning because he was tripped in the process of flopping, which results in just the trip. So there's an art to it now, and there's levels to the flopping game.
Are they saying he couldn't flop properly?
He was tripped in the process, so the foul happened before the flop could be called. So I can understand it in theory. The refs have done a fantastic job tonight, and they've continued to do so there. Baseline out of bounds. Hamilton to inbound. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Magnay one-on-one. Can't finish. Bullets will come up with it.
Stu Lash subs out Mitch Norton. Puts in Dakota Matthias. So now if they go back to Casey at the double, you got another good shooter on the floor.
Prather, he'll be their go-to man down the stretch. Steps back, throws it up to Harrison. Oh! Dunny rolls out of there.
Couldn't ask for a better shot.
Hamilton works, finds Magnay. Air can't make it from the corner, and the Bullets will get out again.
Great help by Jaden Adams. That was the same shot Ben Air missed the other night against Southeast Melbourne Phoenix.
Prather has the speed matchup. Gets into the paint, too strong. Bucket.
Cut it out, Case.
28 points on the night. He leads all scorers. And the Bullets with a 2-point lead. Under a minute remains. Hamilton, what can he do? Marshall, 5 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to have to put it up. Spins. Pass is tipped away.
Good help by Tyrell Harrison, forced the turnover.
The Bullets in no rush. Adams guarded by Air. JackJumpers need a stop. Five seconds on the shot clock. Adams looks to draw the foul. Can't. Good defense from Marshall. 10 seconds left. Down by 2. Hamilton finds Marshall. 3 seconds to put it up. Throws up the prayer off the far rim. Not the final possession that the JackJumpers were looking for, but the Brisbane Bullets have gone on the road. And the home woes continue for Tasmania. Stu Lash and the Bullets leave MyState Bank Arena victors.
The island is cactus right now. Great road win by the Brisbane Bullets. That's the second game in a row, Phoenix. The Tasmania JackJumpers had the ball in Bryce Hamilton's hands, yet he did not get his shot off.
And it was the story of the final term. We saw it, hot potato on the outside. Players didn't want to shoot it. The JackJumpers, they fought back from 14 points down, but the Bullets in the end just would not be denied. Huge final couple of possessions from Casey Prather, bullying his way to the rim. And a great final defensive possession there by Nick Marshall to come up with the stop. But unfortunately for the JackJumpers, they just had a nightmare possession on the offensive end, and I'm sure they'll look back on the film and say, hey, we need an identity. Who's our go-to guy? And Bryce Hamilton, you probably just got to sit there and dribble it out.
Bryce is your guy. But some of the actions bring help to him and forces him to turn the ball over, because he's not a selfish guy. He's not going to shoot it over 2 people. But I would just like to see him just flatten it out. Everybody go on the baseline. Let this man penetrate and go to work.
Damon, you're a point guard. Yep. You're a very, very good point guard. And floor general. Mitch Norton back into this lineup. The difference in this game at times seemed to be Mitch Norton. It wasn't huge on the scoreboard. Didn't leave the game with a whole bunch of points, assists, or rebounds, but he steadied the ship when they needed to steady the ship.
The poise and the heart of the club went through the roof as soon as Mitch showed up. As soon as he put on his uniform, everything just got better. 20 minutes played, a true leader right there.
Speaking of true leaders, let's go down to the man of the moment, Casey Prather with Joe Healy.
Yeah, the Foot Locker player of the game, Casey, they kept asking the question. You guys had the answers time and time again. How tough was this one to grind out?
First and foremost, God is good. You know, I'm so fortunate to be able to play this game, get on this stage and play in one of the best leagues in the world. So all credit to God. And, yeah, like you said, we just came out hungry. We knew we needed this win. We knew they was going to come out aggressive. They're a great team. So kudos to how they played. But, you know, our guys came out through the stretch and got it done.
How tough is this team, and what's the ceiling? Obviously, a couple of inclusions here. Dakota still finding his feet. J.A.'s still got a lot more to give. What is the ceiling?
Man, we have an amazing ceiling. We got guys still out, you know. We just got our captain back, so that's going to obviously translate in the game. We got Smack coming back. We got Tohi coming back. Dakota finding his feet. I feel like we're going to be exciting to watch back end of the season.
Awesome. Congrats today, and enjoy it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, I'm with you, Casey. Still some names to come back, and a credit to Stu Lash as well. We've got to add to that list because a lot of people are very critical of him as a first-year head coach. But above all, Damon Lowry, they play hard, and few play harder than this man.
Few, 100%. Casey just going to find a way. Plays himself into the game. 11 of 22 from the field, 50%. He gets out in transition and gets buckets. He posts up. He's got a good ISO package in the mid-range game. Hits his 3 balls if you break down on defense. And just continues to play hard. He's just a consummate professional, the perfect kind of Brisbane Bullet guy.
There's few players in the league where I put Bryce Cotton in that category, I put JaVale McGee in that category, where whether they play well or not is not up to you. It's up to them. If Casey's driving to the rim and he's off and he's having a tough night, then you got lucky. But there's no one in the league physically that's going to be able to stop him with that matchup. But hey, it was a welcome back party for the main man, Mitch Norton. He's with Joe Healy now.
Yeah, fantastic welcome back party. He's just told me he thinks he went a little over those minutes restrictions as well. How good does that feel to be back?
Yeah, basketball's amazing. I've definitely missed it. To come in and play in an environment like this on the road and get a win, yeah, it means a lot.
You were tough out there. The rest of the team were tough as well. We spoke before the game about those slow starts. You guys really feel like you sort of have turned it around, and that was a great team effort.
Yeah, 100%. I think everyone contributed really well. You know, the guys that probably didn't play as much as what they would have liked still came in and gave us a real impact. The guys that didn't get on at all were some of the best bench behaviour I've seen all year. So that means a lot. It's really good for culture. And yeah, I appreciate everyone.
What about the man standing next to you, Ty Harrison, over here, dominant in the paint?
Yeah, he's amazing. It's really fun to have him rolling down alongside you. Yeah, we've played together a fair while now, and it's good to have that connection out on the floor. Still a little rusty, but we're getting there.
Congrats on the win. Glad to have you back.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
One of the most likeable players in the league, Mitch Norton, and I'll tell you what, they are lucky to have him back out there. Still plenty of names to come back for the Bullets as well. Let's take stock. Damon Lowry, the Bullets, they moved themselves up to 7th, 5-7 on the year. Look, tied with the JackJumpers, the Wildcats 5-5. There's plenty of teams that had high expectations, but are sitting a little further down there.
Yeah, Bullets just entered the chat once again, well and truly. Now, you look at that from the Sixers is 7-2, all the way down to the Bullets at 5-7. There's not a lot separating. Even the Hawks sitting, you know, on 6 losses. Nobody is calculated to be like out of the race so far. So we're just going to see a lot of teams bumping heads for the remainder of the season.
Well, Damon, you were begging all game to give this man the ball, and they did. And they also let him chat to Joe Healy.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Tyrell, awesome game from you guys. Really had to tough it out. This obviously isn't an easy place to come and play. How did you get it done?
Yeah, it's always a battle playing against Tassie, especially in their home gym. You know, he's just trying to stay together, trust in what we're trying to do on the court. And then, yeah, like they brought it back in the 4th, and he's just trying to stay together, stay poised, and, yeah, just keep playing hard.
A great bounce back from a defensive point of view compared to your last game. You're also out there, I know he's a good friend of yours, Will Magnay, but you kept him to 3 points. Talk me through that battle.
Again, like it's always fun playing against Magnay, you know, we always have laughs, but again, it's all business at the end of the day. And yeah, again, it's a tough coverage, just trying to limit him what he does great at. And yeah, we're just so lucky that got the dub.
You've got the Breakers next up. Early thoughts on that one? Anything seems to be able to happen in this league at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, again, we've had the last two games we played against the Breakers has been fun. Yeah, again, it's a battle, but you know, we're just going to celebrate today. Make sure we get our recovery done tonight and tomorrow, and we'll regroup and sort out Breakers on next training day.
It's exhausting thinking about it, I know. Enjoy this one in the meantime, and good luck for that one.
Yeah, appreciate it, thanks.
I've never seen a man's brain work overtime like he just did, having to work out the schedule after just playing a game. Hey, Tyrell Harrison, you sing his praises more so than anyone else in the league, I reckon, and they listen to you. Stu Lash has got a direct line to the booth. He listened to you, they got it inside, and that was the difference for them.
I mean, he's a monster. He's a pterodactyl. He's 21-9. He shoots at 70%. Even though he missed that layup very late in the game, he still finishes the game shooting at 71%, man. Best thing I liked about his game today was he protected himself. He had foul trouble, but he did not foul out, which we've seen a lot of bigs doing as of late. Tyrell is a key to this team's success, and he's got good overall balance. It's lots of reason to be very optimistic about the Bullets this season.
Hey, some names to come, including Sammy Mack, the best defender in the league, in my opinion. This Bullets team is not one to be slept on, and they proved it tonight. The JackJumpers, well, they're going to have to lick their wounds. 2 back-to-back losses in heartbreaking fashion. But you know what? A Scott Roth team, they'll always be back, and so will that man. Still plenty of season to go. We're going to be back on the other side of this break to preview Throwdown Triple X, Melbourne and Southeast Melbourne, 1st versus 2nd.
This program is brought to you by Hungry Jack's and Bunnings Warehouse.
I want to go for it. Everybody on the glass. We got it. Let's go.
Josh King's an exciting coach, and I think it's going to be a real challenge, as it is every year.
Melbourne United's a great club. They're really well coached. They got good players. They definitely have a system. It's kind of like clockwork over there. Coach does a great job. Anytime you're the team trying to